Hello everyone, I am RiggyRob and welcome back to Fire Emblem Three Houses! It actually hasn't been that long since we finished playing through Crimson Flower, has it? And the new Cindered Shadows DLC is ready and waiting for us. So as you can probably see on this screen, I haven't started it up at all. I am nowhere near, informed enough about what this includes. Apparently it includes an update for Byleth to be dressed up as a dancer without actually being a dancer. And of course the main new thing is the new DLC expansion Cindered Shadows, where we play with the Ashen Wolves as the secret fourth house of Fire Emblem Three Houses. Yes, the name doesn't make sense when you think of it that way, does it? But anyway, update data has been downloaded, a new outfit has been added for the protagonist, a new quest has also been added. If you clear the quest, a new character will be available to invite to a tea party. I believe this is actually about inviting Rhea to a tea party. And I did think it was a bit weird that you couldn't actually do that in the main game, considering if there's a fourth route for the Church of Seros, surely you'd be able to do it in that, right? And I should mention, actually, after finishing Crimson Flower, I am partway through the Blue Lions, but I still haven't actually reached the time skip yet. So the only thing that I know now that is different to playing Crimson Flower is that I know that Dimitri and Edelgard are related to each other, at least by marriage. So that was a bit of a bombshell to drop on me. Anyway, so, new DLC content is available. You can now access a new story by selecting side story from the title screen. Your progress in the side story will unlock new content for the main story, including new playable characters, classes, quests, activities, paralogs, and a new area to visit while exploring. So let's get started, shall we? We're going to go over here to side story. How the side story plays. The side story differs from the main game in the following ways. Growth. Units will level up, but skill levels will not increase. Okay, so I assume they're going to be stuck to like B to A? Classes. Units can change classes, but cannot gain new certifications. Alright, so the classes that they have you can change around, but you can't change and recruit and be into totally different ones. Okay. And ore. You gain ore by winning battles and inflicting armor wrecks. That's the same as it was before. Being mindful of your weapon durability. There is a finite gold amount and ore, and only the sword of the creator can be repaired when you explore. Ooh, that's going to be interesting. Because I kind of abused the DLC auxiliary battle where you get lots of gold. So I ended up never ever needing to buy anything new or needing to repair any equipment or anything. So this is going to be interesting. And the last one is, before each battle, use the shops around Abyss or the battle prep menu to refresh your battalions and forge or repair your weapons. Okay, that makes sense. Makes sense. So yes, I've heard that this Cindered Shadows expansion is around 8 to 10 hours, depending on how you play it. And supposedly, because of these changes here that you can't, give your units new classifications, new certifications, durability is something you need to be mindful of. It is supposed to be harder than the main game was. But I do think that playing this on hard classic is probably it's about the right amount of level to play the game at. Like, I wouldn't want to play it on Maddening, and I'm not going to play it on Maddening. But I think this is okay. So, alright, we are no longer Byleth. We are, again, RiggyRob. Is RiggyRob correct? Yes. Yeah, let's play online. I'll abuse the online features instead of the DLC auxiliary paralogs and so on. That'll be fun. You get to hear Geralt again?
Cindered Shadows.
No.
The fourth house.
Okay, new narrator then. I assume this is the voice of Yuri.
In the imperial year 185, the construction of Garegg Mach was completed. Saint Seros held a sacred ritual to honor the occasion. 4 saints, known as the 4 apostles, were led to a tranquil place to perform the ritual.
So that's Keyhole,
They poured
Cethlean.
their holy essences into the chalice of beginnings, a gift from the goddess herself, in hopes of bringing about her second coming. Alas, the rite of rising failed. Bearing the blame for the ritual's failure, the 4 apostles left the monastery, all but vanishing from the land.
So apparently...
first sought
Ooh,
the
go on.
lush forest of Adrestia's mountains. The second traversed Fódlan's fangs, settling on the ocean's salted shores.
So they're going to the four corners of the
third
earth.
traveled to the mountains, vanishing beneath their lofty peaks.
Four divine beast, what?
And the fourth faded into shadow, in a town untouched by day's light. Lost to history, nothing but legend now remains of the four apostles. Their offering to the Nabatean chalice and the goddess, who never returned.
Okay, okay. I did think it was very noticeably absent that there is no Fire Emblem described in the game. Or at least not in the Crimson Flower route. Maybe it's in a different route, but...
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt.
Hey, Eloise! Hello.
Please, forgive the disruption, Lady Rhea, but I have that report you asked for.
Do not worry yourself, Eloise. As it happens, I am presently unoccupied. Please, go on.
Ah, great. I'll just... Huh? What's that book you've got there?
About the
It is
Chalice
a
of Beginnings?
chronicle covering
Ooh.
the 995 years since Garegg Mach Monastery's completion.
Huh? Sounds like a good read.
Maintaining the church's records is one of the duties entrusted to all archbishops, myself included.
You mean you don't get Seteth to do it for you?
This one states that Saint Seros ordered the monastery's construction after the end of the War of Heroes. This is a rare and valuable text. Most documents of that era have been lost to time.
I see. Time aside, we also lost many books in that massive fire 21 years ago.
Which, by the way, is the age of Byleth, in case anyone didn't know. It took me a while. It took me looking at Reddit posts saying how old is Byleth to say, oh yeah, he is 21, isn't he? Because you can see the age of when his mother died versus the age of the current year, and then you just say, right, he's 21.
Indeed. What was once well documented exists now only in this chronicle, not least of which is the ceremony commemorating the monastery's completion.
Interesting. I'll admit, I know the year it took place, but not a thing beyond that.
Mm-hmm.
That is to be expected, unfortunately. According to this chronicle, the rite of rising was held during the ceremony. The intent was to bring about the goddess's rebirth.
Yeah, so the day of rebirth, the goddess thing that happened pre-time skip should have some relevance to this, right? Because that's when they attacked the Holy Tomb and tried to find the bones.
The Rite of Rising, huh? Can't say I've ever heard of that one.
I am not surprised. There should be countless records documenting that important ritual.
And yet there aren't.
Alas, today all we have to go on are fragments of forgotten memories and our own imaginations. One thing is clear. Their wish for the goddess's return was most fervent. Saint Seros held the ritual along with the four apostles, Noah, Chevalier, Timotheus, and Oban.
So it's not the Saints. Okay. Those are very different. And notably, there are 4 students in the Ashen Wolves house, so I imagine they all have a crest of one of those apostles.
However, it did not bear fruit, as the goddess did not return to this world. So it is written.
I've never heard of the 4 apostles before. They're different from the 4 saints, right?
See, Alois is being our audience stand-in for us.
That is correct. Today, almost no records exist of the 4 apostles. Their names live on only in the names of their crests. But the bloodlines bearing those tokens of the past have been lost. Any deeper knowledge of the apostles has all but disappeared from the grand stage of history.
Well, that's interesting. Does that mean there's somewhere backstage?
Whoa.
In a sense, it is possible that their bloodlines have carried on in secret, perhaps materializing where no one thought to look.
Yeah, I mean, the whole point of the main game is that crests seem to be, shrouded in mystery. You've got Marianne, you've got the Crest of Flames itself, there's lots going on that people don't know anything about.
I had not intended to indulge in such a long-winded lecture. Please, tell me your report, Alois. It concerns the underground, does it not?
Oh, right. It's as you suspected. Recently, there have been several incidents in the area beneath Garegg Mach.
Mm-hmm. Mole people. The Underminer.
Claude, are you certain that suspicious individual you spotted went through there?
Well, that's a big hole, so
Will say,
yes.
That does look a bit like a passageway, doesn't
Could it fit a Death Knight through it, perhaps?
Unless I dreamt it up while sleepwalking, there's no mistaking what I saw.
I never thought I'd say this, but I believe Claude's story. In fact, it reminds me of something. I have heard tales of countless passages snaking beneath Garegg Mach. This is undoubtedly one of them.
Yeah, they don't do a good job of maintaining Garegg Mach, do they?
Perhaps so. In any case, there's no telling where it leads.
Oh no. Oh, you're right. There's no telling what we could find. Terrible danger, wicked creatures, unspeakable smells. The risk is too high, your highnesses. I must humbly insist that you wait here, where it's safe and smells nice. Meanwhile, Teach and I will track down the bandit-shaped person. If we don't return, do me a favor and call for the knights, will you?
Claude's so sassy.
That is quite enough. As though we would allow you to make that call on your own. With so little information, it's far too dangerous. We'll come along as well, right, Dimitri?
The first time they're going to be working together.
Yes, of course. If it was indeed a thief, we must not allow them to get away with their crime. Considering what took place at the goddess's rite of rebirth, vigilance is paramount.
Yeah, so it is after that. Okay. Cool.
Right, well, tag along if you insist. Just don't come crying to me if we all meet a terrible fate. Deal?
You've met a terrible fate, haven't you?
Likewise. Well, no use dallying. Let's be on our way. Unless there's someone else we should call for?
Yes, one student each from your houses. We should bring more allies just to be safe.
Yes, a fine idea. Though at this time, I fear few of our classmates are still awake.
Then why is Linhart one of them? I guess insomnia maybe, but
Whoa
that doesn't make
there.
sense.
What's all this, Professor? You and the 3 house leaders creeping around at night? Pretty shady if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
It's certainly a rare and unexpected sighting, especially considering the hour.
Looks like a whole lot of something is about to happen. I'm going back to bed.
I'm surprised you woke up in the first place.
Stop right there, Lenhart. Your bad luck is our good fortune. You're coming with us.
You're our healer.
You could stop thinking of ways out of this, Hilda. We could use your help too.
You're a frontline unit.
You as well, Ash. I'll explain everything on the way.
You're just gonna be Ash.
Happy to help. We don't have anything better to do at this hour, so we may as well pitch in.
I must say I do like Ash after playing the Blue Lions for a little bit.
You have our gratitude. Now then.
Better than
let's be on
Ignas
our
at
way.
least.
Ready, Professor?
The more the merrier, I suppose. Let's just hope we're not all marching to our doom.
I'll be fine. I'm sure Divine Pulse still works in this mode. Oh, that's a good point. Pre-time skip. Sothis should still be here, right? Is she gonna have some commenting on this?
Yuri, this is brutal. Tell me again why you're subjecting me to this devastating boredom.
Enough with the yawning ballface. If you're really that bored, you could always make a friendly wager.
Hey, Reaper's here. Hello, Reaper. Thanks for joining the stream. Be careful, Rob. You have at your back. Make the campaign shorter. This is 8 to 10 hours, supposedly, and I don't know if that includes how many times you actually, you know, rewind and redo battles, but it's not going to be too long. But anyway, thanks for joining, Reaper. How you doing today?
Thanks, but no thanks, pal. Low on funds as it is. Last thing I need is another debt I can't pay.
Right, B. As if you could say no to that. How diverting that you should bicker for my amusement. Imagine my overwhelming dread were I stuck here without such joyous entertainment.
Count me out. I'll leave the talking to Yuri Bird and Coco.
Yuri Bird and Coco. Those are some interesting nicknames.
Hey, boss. Back already, huh? Have you detected any movement on the surface?
Wow, Yuri's eyeliner is on fleek. Reaper's not bought the campaign, at least not yet. Well, from what I've seen so far, people have described it as if you already had the season pass, or the expansion pass, whatever it's called, then it's a good addition. If you haven't bought it, and you weren't like 100% sold on doing all the different routes in Three Houses, maybe you don't need to get this either, but, you know, I had it. I was always interested in doing this, so yeah, I'm gonna look forward to see what's here.
Well,
booked for the Cardinals meeting, just like you said. The thing is, I was spotted by some weirdos. They chased after me and everything.
Some weirdos, you say?
Some weirdos, you say. So, they weren't knights, were they?
Oh, man.
I don't know. There were only a few of them, but I bet they were armed to the teeth.
Oh, yeah.
With meager numbers like that, I doubt they intend to take on Abyss.
That's a weird way of describing it.
They probably took you for some kind of villain. They'll lock you up if they catch you. Finally, a little action. Let's find them first and throw some punches.
Yeah, ask questions later.
Hold, Balthus. 'Tis ignorance itself to rush headfirst into trouble.
Mm-hmm.
You're excited to fight too. You've been waiting for a chance to try out your shiny new magic.
Oh, yes. I believe Constance is a dark flyer. It's going to be great.
Surface laws don't apply down here. That gives us the freedom to have some fun with them.
Wait, surface laws don't apply down here? Like, is this a whole mole people society that they've managed to build here?
They're probably not knights, but our new friends definitely work for the church.
Well, I don't know. Crimson Flower. Don't know about that.
Let's not leave me behind.
Yeah, well. Better keep up then, Constance. Oh, you're playing Link's Awakening now, Reaper. That's good. I've heard good things.
This place is more than a simple passageway. There's clear evidence of human habitation.
People living under Garegg Mach? Oh, my brother used to tell me stories like that back in his academy days.
Ah, so Holst attended the academy as well then?
Of course. Back then, there were tons of rumors about what goes on below Garegg Mach. Something about tons of passages and houses beneath the town, all inhabited by super shady people.
Mm-hmm.
It had a real intimidating name, too. What was it again? I think it was called Abyss?
Abyss? That's not really that intimidating of a name. Like, Abyss on its own, like, the Abyss, in in Dark Souls, sounds scary than just Abyss. And, oh yeah, your memorandum's tomorrow, isn't it, Reaper? Today, the last day to do it. Don't tell me you're trying to do it all last minute before you can submit it and do the defense, because that is, like, a really bad sign of being underprepared. But I hope the defense of your memorandum goes well, Reaper, tomorrow.
That's 2 points for the pink-haired gal. Welcome to Abyss, strangers.
Identify yourself. That uniform.
I've never seen it.
Curious students of the Officers Academy. What brings such fine, upstanding surface dwellers to our humble abode?
We're tracking someone who was creeping around the monastery.
Our business here does not concern you. Do you intend to let us pass?
Nah, come on, this is a practice battle. This is a tutorial.
Such indulgence simply cannot be permitted.
Mm-hmm.
Your words may fool the fool, but I cannot be so easily deceived.
We'll see about that, Constance.
I, Constance von Nouvelle, shall divine your true intentions. You are here by order of the church, which cruelly plots to eliminate the inhabitants of Abyss.
Alright, look, we know the church is up to some shady things, right? I don't think they're concerned with you guys. Like, they're more bothered about the people who are actively trying to attack them on land. So, it's not you being last minute, it's your director that was correcting it and giving it the okay this week. He had a problem to authorize me to do it. They have to give an inform, and he couldn't log in until today at the morning. Oh, wow. It always feels bad when you're, like, waiting on someone else to do something for you. It's like, come on, just do the thing. And they're saying, I can't do it. It's out of my hands. Let's see. You think the church wants to eliminate you, or you think we're here to harm you? I suppose the church wanting to eliminate them is a more interesting question.
Did she say Nouvelle?
I don't care what the reason for this brawl is. A bite's on the menu, and I'm ready to feast. Let's get right to it, yeah?
Yeah.
By the look of them, I'd wager they're experienced combatants. I'm not certain this is a wise endeavor.
It's not.
I was thinking the very same thing. Time to make a strategic retreat then?
Turning back already? Oh, but you'll make me so sad. Now, why would you want to do that? Everyone here is starved for amusement. They've been waiting for a good fight.
Fight each other then.
Wow, look at that. A flawless example of a surprise attack. These aren't your run-of-the-mill thugs.
Oh, this isn't the time to be impressed by our enemy. We must find a way through at once.
Wait. Claude, is it? Isn't the brand new heir of House Regan?
Alright, come on. How do these guys get updated on the news and goings on of the surface world? How do they know this?
Who, me? Nah, wrong guy. Claude's a common name in Fódlan. It's just too dashing for new moms to pass up. It's even a popular choice for fake names. Just a good, solid, all-purpose moniker, you know?
Nice deflection.
Right, except there's only one Claude enrolled at the academy this year. Looks like that's you.
Alright, so he's got a list of the register of everyone who first applied, I guess.
How do you even know that?
Yeah, exactly.
Ah, you just gave yourself away, pal. Looks like my luck's finally taking a turn for the good. Alright, so your choices are as follows. Line up for the beating of a lifetime, or let us lock you up like the good boys and girls you undoubtedly are.
We'll take the beating, please.
I have no clue what this guy's going on about, but it looks like a fight's in order. And it's pretty much all my fault. There's a saying from the East about fighting a flicker with a flame. Seems applicable right about now.
Flicker with a flame or a flicker with a flower?
Finally, let's do this already. Prepare to face the almighty king of grappling.
Why can't I shake the feeling that I know that wild man?
I don't know. It does seem like they know you with some weird connections that it would be strange for you to not know them. So Reaper's got to go tomorrow, print, don't know how you say it in English, but put a plastic cover and spiral thing like a notebook. Ah, you're doing a book binding. So I actually did one of these recently myself. You have to bind your book with an index, depending on what the thing you're, doing is. I think for the memorandum, it's probably just binding it. But yeah, I had to do an index for it as well. And you're going to deliver it to a place that even at this date only opens in the morning. Huh. Maybe it's because it's a Friday. Who knows? Specific type of cover for a specific machine. Ooh, here we go. Oh, there's only 3 save files here. That seems a bit odd, considering they added 25 in the main game. But alright, well. We will make sure to rotate our saves, as we did in the main story. So they could allow us to make the ones that print it do that, but we have to do it ourselves in a machine in the library. Yeah, because you don't have to do it yourself. I mean, you can do if you have the book binder, but usually that's just office equipment. So, oh, they only open in the mornings? Wow, fair enough then. Maybe the people who own the place are lazy. Who knows? Maybe they don't like money. A Skirmish in Abyss. Cindered Shadows, Chapter 1, The 4th House. Select Guide in the system menu to view the game's tutorials. Okay, I don't think we'll need to do that. So, oh, we're level... Really? She's a Fortress Knight? That's possibly the worst class she could have. Alright, can we do any reclassing at all? Ooh, well, I'm making her a warrior straight away. Screw the Fortress Knight. Alright, so I'm a Swordmaster. Edelgard's got Warrior, Lord, and Fortress Knight. Dimitri's got Paladin and Sword... Hero. Ooh, that's nice. Claude is Wyvern Rider and Sniper, so he's going to be amazing. Linhardt is Bishop and Warlock, that makes sense. Ash is Sniper and Assassin. Okay, that makes sense as well. And Hilda's got Pegasus Knight and Warrior 2. So what does she lose from being turned into a Pegasus Knight? Not that much, honestly. Like, I think she'd be better off as a Pegasus Knight.
Better tell my brother about...
The battalion assigned was removed because blah blah blah, can't do it anymore. Alright, so Sniper for Ash, Bishop for Linhardt. Yeah, these are all good. More movement is always very handy. So, we've got Geralt's Mercenaries, she's got Blaze, got Assembly, got Assault Troop, got Group Flames, got Retribution, and the last one was Duelists, Mad Melee. Okay. Well, fair enough, but I don't think she necessarily needs a battalion to be good, and I'm pretty sure she'd be pretty decent either way. So, we've got Sword of Creator, Steel Axe, Iron Axe, Iron Sword, Steel Bow, Iron Bow, Mini Bow, Steel Lance, Iron Lance, Javelin. Nothing for Linhardt, Steel Bow, Iron Bow, Mini Bow, Steel Axe, Iron... Okay. So, don't go crazy on the combat arts, seems like. Yeah, okay. Why does she have sword arts? That doesn't make sense. And Dimitri's got a few, but they're all for... He's only got lances anyway. That's fine. So no repositional skills, it doesn't look like. Okay, fair enough. And a quick look at abilities. Model leader seems good. Swordmaster, authority level 3. Vantage and battalion vantage are fine. I suppose I don't need model leader, especially seeing as we're not going to be doing too much leveling up. Again, Edelgard's got sword prowess. Why does she have... I guess she's got an iron sword. Do I want that, though? I think I'd rather have weight -3. Yeah. Maybe resistance +2. Depends. How much resistance does she have? 11? That's okay. Dimitri, we got dexterity. He's got 19 dexterity. Might want to have a bit more for... Let's see. Yeah. No, I think this is okay, actually. Claude, what's he got? Okay. Yep. Seems to be fine. +2 resistance seems pretty good. Linhart's got nothing else. Okay. Ash has got sword prowess. Not got a sword, but that's fine. And Hilda has lance prowess as well, but no lances. Okay. Well, this is interesting. Let's go ahead and have a look at the map. So the conditions are defeat all enemy commanders. So that'll be Baltus with his Vajramushti. Happy with her Banshee. Yuri over here. And Constance over here. Okay. Oh, we're only level 20 and they're level 27. That's going to be difficult. Alright, Reaper says, so it's typical in the administration to only open things in the morning. We have to go in the library to do it ourselves. They allow us to do exceptions at certain dates without having to take hours from work, for example. When I deliver it, I'll have to defend it. Don't know exactly when, from the last days of February to the first ones of March. Oh, I thought you were having to do it tomorrow. Okay, so it sounds like you still might have a bit of time left to be able to do it. Well, like I said, I hope everything goes well. And yeah. Okay, so I assume we still have access to our convoy in here. So we're going to see, we've got Bullion. Happy has a vulnerary, but I don't think we've got any steel skills, so that's fine. Let's have a look at her skills. So she has Monstrous Appeal. Makes all attacks effective against monsters and makes it easier for monsters to target unit. Why does that? Makes it easier for monsters to target unit? So she's got Black Magic range +1, Dark Magic range +1, Reason level 3, and +5 HP. Okay, pretty strong. Let's see, who else has got something interesting? You've got a Vulnerary that will drop. Iron Shield on you. Baltus, he's a War Monk. 31 strength, wow. And the Vajramushti is the Crest of Chevalier. Crest Bearer can use Eviscerate. So what does Eviscerate do? Calculates damage using the lower of the foe's defense or resistance. And it has +10 might as well. Wow. Okay. And he's also got Seros Mercenaries, even though the church is supposed to be after them. So this Mystery Crest restores HP to 30% of damage dealt when using combat art. So that's something to be mindful of. And what's hers? Occasionally does not consume a use for recovery magic. Does she even have recovery magic? I don't think she does. She's got group flames though. Okay. There's that. There's Baltus. Yuri. Fetters of Dromi. Lost Relic increases movement. Allows the unit to move again and may halve damage. That's just OP. Allows unit to move again meaning Kanto or meaning Raging Storm? Okay. And he's a trickster, so yeah, can use some magic. What's he got? Honorable Spirit. If unit is not near an ally, grants attack +3 when in combat with a foe 1 space away. Very specific. Would have thought it'd be multiple spaces away at least, but okay. So he's got Lock Touch, Stealth, Lucky 7. Each turn grants +5 to one of the following stats. Wow. Now, I know they were trying to rebalance the trickster abilities, and the one that gave you plus to stats at the beginning of the turns and slowly came down over time was really strong. This just seems amazing. +5 strength or speed on a, a good turn just means you can destroy people. He's got Axebreaker plus, so no Edelgard for him. 37 speed, wow. Ooh, okay. And he does move, so he's got to keep an eye on him for that one. And he's got the Knights of Ceres as well. Alright, let's keep looking at stuff. And last but not least, we have Constance. Mystery crest, long lost to history, occasionally does not use consumer use during magic attacks. That makes sense. What was his crest again? Occasionally prevents enemy counterattacks when using a weapon. Okay, well. So she has Fimbulvetra, Fire, Sagittae, 30 strength, 30 magic, 22 speed. That's not too bad. What's her ability? Circadian Beat. Grants strength +3, magic +3 when indoors, defense and res +3 when outdoors. Okay. Black Tome Fair +5 magic when using black magic. If the unit is hit with a magic attack during the enemy phase, grants +3 to all stats until the next player phase ends. Ooh, okay. So she is Mage Killer. Alright. Let's see what we got. We've got some rogues here. He's got a Bullion. Another Bullion. Vulnerary. Okay. Alright. So we've got a pretty good thing. Hang on. Why are there so many different tiles? Like there's a big bunch of people down here and around the sides, but there is going to be something going on with the rest of the map here. All right, so we got what? Avoidance floors 40%, Wardwood +2 resistance, +2 defense for covers, and you're a heal tile. More avoidance floors. Cavities in the floor? That means that only flyers can go there? Okay. So I guess the downside to making Hilda and Claude flying units is that they don't get the avoidance tiles and heal tiles and so on. But I think we should be okay. Yeah. So tomorrow's just the last day to give the memorandum. Alright, well. You got a good deadline to work to then. And yeah. I was wondering how these supports things were going to work. Because these guys don't support with anyone apart from each other. Okay. Well, alright. Alright, so in terms of layout, let's see. I'm going to keep an eye on where Baltus is coming from. So Edelgard, so you've got swords. So Dimitri can go there. Ash can probably go there. Maybe swap with Hilda, perhaps? Alright. Well, you can't even quit out. Well, of course it's first battle. I think we're fine. But it's always good to survey the map before you even attempt it. So yeah, alright. Let us make a save. And we will begin. Begin the battle. Defeat all enemy commanders. And the defeat is when I fall in battle, none of the